5:32, it's time for our regular city council meeting. We'll start with a roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Here.
Commissioner Barwick.
Here.
Commissioner Webb.
Here.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Here.
Mayor Absher.
Here. Assistant Chief Burford, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Doesn't that sound a lot better with a full room of people? I think so. All right, we'll move on to item number 3 on the agenda, which is public comments and audience to visitors. This is the opportunity for anybody to come address the council. This is governed by a couple of different ordinances, and they are in the far right corner, my right corner, your left corner if you're facing me, on the rear seats, if you want to pick up those ordinances and see what the rules are governing this portion of the meeting. Is there anybody who'd like to address the council this evening in this part of the meeting? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda, which consists of items A and B and sub-items under each. Is there anybody on the council that wants any of these items or sub-items removed and voted upon separately? Anyone of our guests that would like any of these items on the agenda voted upon with a separate vote? Okay, seeing or hearing no objection, I would entertain a motion to pass the consent agenda as presented.
I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda A and B as presented.
I'll second that.
Any discussions from the council on any of these items? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Under new business, the fire department is here in force, apparently, and its advocates. So I'll introduce Chief Barnett. Or did you want somebody else? Did you want the mayor?
No.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
Okay, well, if you wouldn't mind stepping up to the microphone and introduce your
All right,
firefighters.
guys, you come on up. Just for those who don't know, the last meeting, we hired 3 new firefighters, and they were not able to be here at that meeting, so this is an introduction night for our firefighters. All right, thank you, everyone. Most of all, thank you, everybody. Bring it down. Okay. Better? Yeah. All right. Start over. Thank you, everyone who attended tonight in support of these young men that's starting a new career with the Marion Fire Department. Guys, step on up here beside me. I'm going to introduce this is Mayor Absher, Commissioner Jim Webb, Commissioner John Stecklin, our Commissioner, John Barwick, and Commissioner Doug Patton. Also, I'd like to mention tonight, Jay Pardis, one of our mayor board members, is here tonight. Jay works tirelessly helping us get this job done, getting these young men hired. Also like to thank all of the firefighters and their families. You guys can look around the room. It doesn't happen like this very often, and this is who we are, and I appreciate it very much. Another thing about these guys, before I introduce you to them, these guys, they're going to be with us for 4 months before we send them off to the academy. And that's the start of their formalized training. They'll be there approximately 10 weeks, and they're going to get all kinds of training leading up to it, because now we have a fire training facility right here in Marion. So they're going to get a lot of hands-on, a lot of good experience leading up to that. The academy, like I said, is 10 weeks. They'll be at the University of Illinois, and after they finish that, it takes about a year, and then we'll have them on. They're going to be on shift. They kind of don't count for about a year. Okay? I mean, that's what we say at the firehouse. They count, and they're important, and these guys will watch over them and have their backs. So, first of all, I have Hunter Rischel. Okay, Hunter's 23, and Hunter was a property manager where he had multiple duties in dealing with tenants, which is tough, and he took care of stuff in multiple properties, correct? Yes, sir. And I did want to add that Hunter's father, Mike, who's with us tonight, is assistant chief of Carbondale Fire. We've worked together for years. And then secondly, Dalton James. Dalton's 32, worked as a teacher at Heron High School, where he taught construction trades program. and along with electricity, correct? Volunteer firefighter at Cambria Fire, so he has a little bit of experience. And then third gentleman that we hired is Patrick McCallum, to the right here. Patrick's 28 years old, worked at SIU where he taught kinesiology and was coordinator of the grad assistant program. And also is a strength coach for their high school football team. So, guys, we're going to step up here. I'm going to hand you these certificates. We're going to shake these commissioners' hands and get a couple pictures, and we look forward to having you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Congratulations. Welcome aboard. Yeah. Welcome aboard, sir. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Good hire. Hey, how are you? Welcome aboard. Continue, buddy. Congratulations. All right, let's move our chairs aside. We know what you're going to tell us. Scoot in, right? So everybody turn just a little bit like to your side. Yeah.
Good. There you go. All right, Commissioner Webb, you care to take one more step that way? There you go.
He's awfully close.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Jay, you want to come up here?
Where do we look?
No?
No.
Jay? Come on up. One more. Put Jay. Jay in the middle. Now we got to scoot in closer. You guys act like you like each other. You're going to be working close. You don't want them in the middle? I don't know. Jay, you want to meet in the middle? Sorry. All right, let's do it again.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Good picture.
All right, thank you.
Nicely done.
Perfect. I think so. Perfect.
We're good.
Thanks, Jay.
Go that way.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you,
I appreciate it.
Luck.
Thank you.
I heard the can is a piece of cake.
Thanks.
Ready?
See you. All right, like that. All right.
Get her place.
Okay, recognizing that most of you are probably here for them, we're going to give you guys an opportunity to go have your dinner and be with your families while we regroup. So, thank you.
Broken.
Always a full house on the fireman night.
Okay, we'll proceed with our item number 6 under new business, under the Police Department, Commissioner Barwick.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the recommendation of the Merit Board, myself and Chief Fitz, to hire Jeremiah Roberts as a patrol officer at the probationary 2 rate per the collective bargaining agreement. Robert's start date will be May 20th, 2024.
I'd second that.
Okay, before you introduce, we probably ought to vote. Any discussion on this item? Sometimes I get that out of order, and I always worry about it. It's like that could be a disaster. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Stepland?
Yay.
Mayor Absher?
Yay. Chief?
Gentlemen, this is Jeriah Roberts. He is from Harrisburg and currently a Carrier Mills police officer. I guess as of yesterday, that ended? Okay. He begins with us on Monday. He's already been to the academy. We don't have to go through that. He will do a field training program. So that depends on him of how long that is usually anywhere from 8 to 14 weeks. So we're looking forward to having him on the road. So you might have already seen this, but I'll do it anyway. I'll introduce you to council and the mayor. This is Commissioner Webb, Commissioner Steckler, Mayor Absher, Commissioner Barber, who is the fire commissioner, and Commissioner Patton.
Congratulations, welcome.
Thank you.
Anything else tonight?
No, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see, Commissioner Webb, under the Street Department, item number 7.
Yes, you have in your packets, we went out for bid for the asphalt program for the 2024 season. E.T. Simons was a low bid, and I would make that as a motion. Their bid for $1,540,160.80. And it was actually 17.23 cents under the engineer's estimate, so 17.23%. So felt like we got a pretty good bargain this year, I guess, as far as asphalt. So good to see prices finally turn around a little bit. So, but anyway, I put that as my motion.
Second then.
Second that.
Third.
Any discussion on this? When will this start, Jim?
I'd say probably towards the middle of summer. We've got quite a bit of prep work to do prior to. So,
Do we know how much we're doing? How many miles is this? Do we know?
I don't know off the top of my head. Probably in the 68 to 80 range, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So.
That's a lot.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Cody, can you come walk us through at least item A and B? I think C is pretty self-explanatory, but
Yeah, of course. So the first item is, we're approaching I guess we're right at the 9-year anniversary for the hub, is that correct? With that has come the need for some restoration work to the water slide. We did budget for this in this year's budget with the safe slide estimate in mind. And so you can see Chris has went through the process of obtaining 3 quotes, 3 estimates. One that's all-inclusive, and obviously the least amount of money was safe slide restorations bid, and that was his recommendation. Happy to answer any questions on that. So that's patching and resurfacing in a couple areas that are worn, and then I guess over time, even though these bolts are intended to be rust resistant, do in fact rust, I'm assuming with the chemicals and that sort of thing. So this replaces all of the oxidized bolts on the slide itself, and then just patching and resurfacing on the actual slide surface.
okay, I'll go ahead and make the motion to approve the bid from Safe Slide Restoration to resurface the water slide, perform general maintenance, a budgeted item for this year.
I'll second that.
Cody, is there, I see under Safe Slide, we've got a 5-year warranty with a yearly protection plan and then a 2-year standard. Is there a cost involved with that 5-year? I think the cost is associated with our actual contract price. Okay. I believe there's additional cost unless they Okay. have to come out labor-wise outside of that original maintenance plan. All right.
Any other questions? Just to clarify, that amount was
58.3, I believe.
lost it. $58,300 even.
Yep.
Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 8B.
Yeah, so this is the software, membership software replacement. This has been coming down the pipeline for a greater part of a year. Our current software vendor has changed ownership, I believe, and the quality of that product has consequently went downhill as a result of that. So Again, Chris has worked hard obtaining several bids, and kind of the all-inclusive, all-in vendor that he was looking at and is recommending is Club Automation. There's a between the first year and second year cost, that all-in total will be $59,799.90. And like I said, it checks all the boxes and was the top recommendation by a large margin.
This scoring rubric, did the staff down there go through this process? Well, for the record, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, obviously, having 4 vendors, they tried to take an independent look at it, and obviously, all the different department heads down there and all the users of the software, I appreciated Chris going through that
Yeah,
process.
it's very thorough. Somebody want to make that motion in a second before we can discuss it too much?
I'd make a motion that we approve a bid from Club Automation to replace the membership and scheduling software budgeted item at the hub.
I'll second that.
Any questions on this? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 8C, I said this one was a little self-explanatory. Basically, our cameras were failing and we could no longer buy them on other than eBay. It was that old of stuff. And so that's my motion to approve this invoice from ProTech Communications, which is a building-wide full camera replacement. We budgeted for that this year. It's $50,000 even.
I'd second that.
Any questions on this? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Under item 9, economic development, municipal planning, item A and B are related. It has to do with the establishment of TIF 20. These are statutory, both are statutory requirements, including this first one, which is an establishment of an interested party registry and the adoption of the registration rules for that proposed TIF. We've been through this every time that we've established a TIF. We have to pass an ordinance that gives these parties notice, and that's what this item in this ordinance 3956 is about. And I'll put that in the form of a motion to approve ordinance 3956, authorizing the establishment of a TIF interested party registry and the adoption of registration rules for the proposed TIF 20.
Second that.
You have any more comments on, other than what I just said?
Now, this will prompt a mailing that will invite everyone within that area, within that established boundary at this point, an invitation to a public hearing, which is the next item.
Okay. Okay, roll call on item 9A, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Similarly, item 9B is also statutorily required in the establishment of a TIF in that process. And as Cody just explained, the item that we just passed will send notice to each person or business, I think, in that TIF, right?
Correct.
And among other things, invite them, or at least alert them to the fact that we'll hold a public hearing, which is scheduled for Monday, June 10th, here in the council chambers of Marion City Hall at 350 Tower Square Plaza. That's at 5 p.m. And that purpose is just to answer any questions that people have or concerns. Very much, this is predominantly a residential area, an older residential area, and it's our hope that we'll be able to do the same kind of things in time that's on 9E, which is take some of the, first of all, 2 steps, invite some commercial development where none has happened or redevelopment, and be able to take our tax increment from some of those hopefully incited projects and return that to the taxpayers that own some residences, and hopefully create a virtuous cycle in this district, which we've been able to do and is working splendidly in both residential TIF 1 and now residential TIF 2. So that's, we don't have to take action on that item. We're just simply announcing that that takes place tonight on 9B. So we'll move on to 9C. Last meeting, I think, we passed our approved bids for the this project, which was the extension of Sioux Drive and Campground Road, which is largely grant funded by several organizations. Now we need to accept the street, the dedication of that street, and the right-of-way for the extension of Sioux Drive. And that's my motion to approve ordinance 3957, accepting such dedication of the street and the right-of-way for the extension of Sioux Drive as presented in the packet.
I'll second that.
Any questions on item 9C?
I have a question.
Okay.
What will happen at this intersection? I call it an intersection, it's probably not an intersection, but where the existing road would go back over to the pavilion. Anything there at all?
In terms of,
Stop light, stop sign?
I don't think there's any planned stop sign.
Roundabout?
or light. No. No.
Okay. Nothing? Just wide open both ways?
Yeah, well, I mean, there'll be a stop sign to enter the road, the north and south road will not have any kind of.
Okay, so the stop sign will be pavilion coming out of the pavilion, okay.
Which intersection are you talking about?
Coming out of the pavilion where it's gonna meet up to the new Sioux Drive?
Between Sioux Drive and Campground?
No.
No, coming from the west. Where they meet?
And two stop signs.
Yeah,
I
Good
know
deal.
you're talking about Skyline.
yeah, no.
Do you, the question I think is more, is it just a stop sign leaving Sioux Drive from the pavilion, or do you anticipate us needing a three-way stop there? You do?
Not just,
Okay. We'll have to decide that, I suppose, when the road's ultimately built. That answer your question on that?
Yeah, because, well, I'm just anticipating at some point, there's gonna be an activity at the pavilion during a tournament.
Yeah.
And let's say whatever, you know, it's over at 5 o'clock. Now you've got 600 cars leaving the pavilion, meeting up with all those parents. You know, somebody's gonna get mad if there's not something there to let them out.
Right. Well, and I know you're not supposed to put stop signs to slow down traffic, but
Yeah.
that would be another ancillary benefit, is I think that road may be too tempting to get going too fast if we didn't.
Oh, no, I agree.
But to your point,
There needs to
yeah.
be something there, otherwise, you know, if there's only a stop sign at Sioux Drive for the people coming out of the pavilion, and there's a tournament going on with the games all just let out,
and we live in
they'll wait forever.
we live in a perfect world and have a roundabout.
Yeah.
But we don't live in a perfect world.
Yeah, true.
Well, let's just kill two birds with one stone, and if whoever made that second, if you'll rescind it, I'll amend my. Well, wait, I didn't read the motion yet. did I?
You made the motion.
Okay. Who
I
made the second?
second.
Can you rescind it for a second?
Yes.
I want to amend my motion that will accept the dedication of the street and right-of-way for the extension of Sioux Drive under the condition that we put a three-way stop there when the road's built. How's that? Is that efficient? Can I do that? Can I do it that way? Okay. Now, is there a second?
Yeah, well, can I ask a question before you say?
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of my pavilion people. I don't know the topography of the north side of the pavilion lot in aspect to this new campground road. How close is the north side of that parking lot gonna be to that road? Is there a possibility in the future to have a second exit out of the pavilion to the north, instead of having everybody come to right there? Because a lot of times you'll have people that live in, that won't work, is it too?
It goes pretty significantly uphill
I knew it
at
went
that
up.
point.
And I think there's a conflict gap that we overcame, right?
There's also a gas line that runs, that would be problematic, and
Lot
that's part of
space? Okay.
it. I guess anything's possible. It might be very expensive because of that gas line.
I just didn't know how far that
Doesn't
parking
that
lot
gas
came up.
line run east and west,
Yeah, it's northwest, southeast.
northwest, southeast? Okay,
Okay.
all right.
I rescind my thought about that.
And I'll second.
You'll second my
Yeah.
amended motion? Okay. Any other questions or concerns on this? All right, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 9D is similar to the last one. It just is ordinance 3958, which I recommend approving in the form of a motion accepting the dedication of the street and right-of-way platted as Campground Road. That's the east-west portion of this improvement project.
I'll second that.
Any questions on this, Declan?
None, I'm good.
Need anything?
Looks perfect.
Stoplight?
Perfect, no.
Okay. Anybody else?
Is this going to be concrete road or asphalt?
It's asphalt. Yeah. Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. 9E, I already alluded to this when we were on B and C, excuse me, A and B. Our program is well underway in both the residential TIFs and the hub TIF, the commercial TIF. And so Cody's got in our packet, I think he got 22 phone calls today, he told me, on this, so it's yeah, well underway, and Jennifer is helping him out with this, as you'll see in the packet, and this process is working pretty well. But do you have any comments on any of these? Or?
Other than apologizing for what it looks like in your packet, I'll do better next time. But no, it's been good. A lot of the phone calls are coming out of residential TIF 2 because it's a new program in that area this year. Postcards hit last week, I believe, which has prompted those phone calls as well. But again, it's working as intended and getting a lot of good questions, a lot of good project ideas. And my plan is every meeting as these come in to provide a similar list to you and just kind of approve that block between meetings. So I'll keep that running total at the bottom so you can kind of see how those funds are going. But as you can see, residential TIF 1 has been the most popular. Again, it's not a new program there, so folks that live in that area are a little more familiar with it. Residential TIF 2 starting to pick up some steam, and then of course the hub TIF. We've only had a couple of those applications come in, but I think both of those will be good projects. So.
Okay, so what we're voting on here is the block. There's
Approval of what you have in front of you.
Yeah, we've got 3 pages, just to make sure everybody knows what we're considering here. In your packet, it is 68, page 68 of 70, 69, and 70 of 70. So those are representative of the grant block in residential TIF 1, residential TIF 2, and the hub TIF, respectively, for each of those pages. So just out of efficiency, we won't read each one, but that's what we're approving is the block. And that would be my motion to approve the fiscal year 25 TIF grants as presented for applications received between May 1st and May 9th. That's incredible that this is just 8 days worth as presented in the packet.
I second that.
Any questions on these? So there's a theme here running. Just I'm only mentioning this so that if people are listening to the meeting, it might spur them to understand maybe they can qualify for something. But just gutters, fascia, roofing, roof replacement on a house or a garage, gutters again, another roof, windows, landscaping and paint, porch paint, landscaping, shutters, roof repair, roof replacement, exterior painting, windows, 2, 3 more windows, a dead tree removal, gutters again. And then in the commercial hub, we're talking about awning, lighting, fencing, asphalt paving for a certain area. So again, the intent here of these programs is either to improve the aesthetics, the safety, or the livability of these homes and or businesses. And just on this vote, the private investment just in residential TIF 1 is $127,000 worth of project cost that this is inciting to happen. So, last year I think there's about $550,000 worth of total investment that was made just in TIF 1.
Interestingly,
Yeah.
I've plotted all of those on a map, and it's available on our website under TIF districts, so you can get on there, click on the Google map. It's kind of an interactive thing. You can click on one of the pinpoints and see what work was done at that property. So the goal is, as we continue to do this, hopefully, we've got that large 3,000 parcel residential TIF 1. Hopefully you can see no land area when we're done with this.
How hard would that be for you to cast up there to that Apple TV?
Right now?
Maybe by next meeting?
Next meeting. You got
Okay,
it.
let's do that, because it's an impressive, it's pretty equidistant
Yeah.
amongst the district. I mean, it's not like all on one street or something. So it seems to be working real well. Any questions on item 9E? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 10, Commissioner reports. Commissioner Patton, we'll start with you tonight.
Apologize, I guess, for not being here last, or time before last when you guys had your thing for Steve. I had some family items that I needed to take care of up in Wisconsin, got all those taken care of. Lance is, I would say, very well trained over the last 4 months. Obviously, there's going to be some hiccups, but very eager to work and very eager to make everything running smoothly. So kudos to the Treasurer's Office for making that transition and working through that whole process. We're excited to have him.
Well, I found out that he's got a wicked sense of humor.
He does.
And working hard to keep him and Cody away from each other, because that's a dangerous combination. Okay, Commissioner Barlow.
Fire Department report for the month of April. Had 13 100 series fire calls. We had 14 rescue EMS calls, 5 hazardous conditions, no fire, 6 service calls, 4 good intent calls, 21 activated alarms, and 1 severe weather and natural disaster call, for a total of 64 incidents for the month. Marion Police Department, for the month of April, we had 47 city ordinance violations, 318 criminal or traffic citations, 14 warrant arrests, 357 incidents reported, 176 traffic accidents, 2 DUIs. There were 1,795 dispatched calls in April, 1,679 911 calls, 3,849 non-emergency calls, and 168 ambulance calls. Narcotics unit, we had 91 case initiations, 136 citations issued, 54 arrests, and 4 warrant arrests. 13.4 pounds of cannabis was seized, 33.6 pounds of methamphetamine, 13 grams of a controlled substance, 23 grams of mushrooms, 5 sex offenses, 4 search warrants, 1 weapons offense, 4 alcohol offenses. We seized $1,249 US. That's all I have.
Commissioner Stecklin.
All right, since last report, Water Department reported 5 meter pits were repaired or replaced, 3 water leaks were repaired, 7 services were updated, and 5 fire hydrants were repaired. Also, you might see this month on your water bill, our 3% annual increase goes in this month, so that is something that has happened since the beginning of time. That just covers the increased cost of doing business, so want to let everybody know that. Wanted to announce a big thing coming up on May 21st at the Pavilion. It's a free event. It's a conversation with Ms. Joanne Bland. She is the co-founder and former director of the National Voting Rights Museum in Selma, Alabama. She was highly active participant in the civil rights movement from her earliest days and was the youngest person to have been jailed during any civil rights demonstration during that time period. So that is Tuesday, May 21st from 6 to 8. Glenn Pritchard as a guest speaker, music by Matt Wilson and the Old School Gospel Jamboree Choir, food by Smoke and Case Barbecue and Cajun Cuisine. So RSVP, I'm guessing this is on our website, or is it not? Connect 360's website?
Yeah, that QR code will take you to it.
Okay, but how do people see that code?
Go to connect360.life.
Okay, connect360.life, and you can They do ask you to RSVP by May the 14th on that, so, which was tomorrow. Ooh, do it tonight. So there you go. That's what I've got.
Okay, Commissioner Webb?
Yes, Street Department working on several drainage issues from the recent heavy rains that we had. Sidewalk works on Jefferson and Frank Street. Of course, we're mowing, weeding, grass is growing with all the rain. We did send some guys over to help trim at the cemetery. And of course, we're getting everything prepped for the asphalt program. I texted Doug a while ago and I was grossly overestimated the amount of mileage. It's actually 9.5 miles. 9.5 miles, yeah. As far as cemetery, we had 6 burials in the month of April. Cemetery's looking great. I just talked to the mayor prior to the meeting. There will be a Memorial Day service on Monday. The timing, we're not sure, probably 11 a.m., but we'll get that out. So, yeah, it is 11, okay. So that's always a great service if you have a chance to come out for that. So that's all I have.
Okay. Anybody on the council have anything to come under miscellaneous, item 11? Chief, you got anything?
No, sir.
Cody? Wendy? Glenn, you got anything else to come before the council? Okay, anyone have a need for a closed or executive session this evening? No? Okay, seeing no need for a closed session, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin?
Yay?
Mayor Absher?
Yay. Thank you, everyone.